Hi everyone, it's Mari here for Honeybee Stamps. I'm going to be creating this 5x7 clean and simple card here that you can see on the screen today. I'm going to be doing some really basic and simple ink blending with this gorgeous scattered leaves stencil that you can see here. This stencil includes 2 layering stencils here. I'm going to just use the one detailed stencil for my background today, and I have placed this on my waffle flower stencil mat over some white cardstock, and I'm going to just blend some colors of oxide ink here in pinks, oranges, and yellows just to create this really pretty blend of these 3 colors using my Honeybee blending brushes here. And this is just a really simple and easy process, and I really love the color blend when it's all finished here. So you can just see I'm going to blend those 3 different colors around that stencil just to create that color palette. I do apologize for the wonky light here at the beginning of the video. It wasn't until this next frame that I realized that was happening. So there you can see that's all stenciled up now. This just creates just a really soft and beautiful background for my card. Now what I decided I wanted to do is cut a focal area with a circle die out of that panel that I've ink blended on there. So I'm going to use my Sweet Stack circles from Honeybee, and I'm going to use one of those dies there to die cut out a circle from that rectangular shape there that I've done the ink blending on. And so I'm just going to take that to my die cutting machine and cut that out and set it aside. Now I'm going to stamp out some florals. Now this is the beautiful bold botanical stamp set. It's so gorgeous. There's so many ways that you can use this stamp set. Today what I really wanted to do is something really simple, and that's just to create a really beautiful black silhouette. So I wanted to show you how you can do that with this stamp set. So what I'm doing here is I'm just stamping this out with some VersaFine Clair black ink, and you can just see how that's just a nice crisp ink there. I've used the coordinating dies to die cut those pieces out, and now I've also taken a smaller circle from my circle dies and I've cut out a little frame. So now I've got a larger circle frame, and then that inner piece there die cut out to create some interest on my card front. Now this is a 5x7 card front and card base here. I'm going to use this white panel here with a little bit of dimension on my card. So I've placed some foam adhesive on the back of that, and this panel that I'm popping up is probably about, I want to say about 6.5 by 4.5, and I've popped that up now with that foam adhesive, and I'm going to place that onto my 5x7 card base so that I just got basically a white on white with a little bit of dimension there. And now I'm going to start to add the details to my card. So this is that, of course, that ink blended circle. I'm going to add that onto my card base with some foam adhesive squares. And I'll just go ahead and take the backers off of those and place that kind of roughly in the center of that front panel of my card. I was being mindful of where I wanted to put the sentiment for my card at this point, knowing that I was going to place it at the bottom, and just making sure that there's adequate room there for that sentiment. So I'm just going to take my Honeybee Stamps liquid glue tube here and add that adhesive to this frame, and I'm going to add that onto my card so that it lines up with the ink blended leaves there, so that they all kind of are a continuous pattern. I'm going to glue that down, and now I'm going to add the black florals here. I'm going to add the stems flat to the card with a little bit of my Honeybee liquid adhesive, and then the blooms I'm actually going to add with a little bit of foam adhesive here just to give them a little bit of pop as well. So I will go ahead and add both of those little bloom clusters with some foam adhesive onto the card, and now you can just see this really beautiful clean and simple design coming together. I'm going to be using the Bitty Buzzwords Fall sentiment set to create the sentiment for my card. I'm going to stamp out the word thankful in, again, that VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink. I'm just going to stamp that out. I will use a coordinating die from that set to die cut out the word thankful. There it is, all ready to go. And I'm going to pop that up on a little bit of adhesive as well and place that kind of down below the circle on the card here. I'm just using my Honeybee tweezers just to help me place this onto my card when it's all ready to go here. and I will just center that with that circle down below there, and that's just going to finish off all of the main details for my card here. So really loving how that's looking. I did want to add a little bit of sparkle and shine here, so what I'm going to do is grab my fan brush and I'm going to splatter on some gold mist. This is just some Heidi Swapp gold color shine that I have in my stash that I use for scrapbooking all the time and that type of thing. This is the Inside Thankful sentiments. I love this set so much. It has such beautiful sentiments for the inside of a card, and I've chosen one of those sentiments to finish off the inside of my card. Here you can see that I have die cut that out with the coordinating die cuts, and I will place that on the inside of my card, and that's going to finish my card off today. I have linked up to all of the different products that I've used for my card today in the description box below, so if you want to check that out, you can see all of the supplies that I used to create this really beautiful, clean and simple card today. As always, thank you so much for joining me here for more honeybee inspiration. Stay safe, stay well, and I will see you soon with more honeybee stamps projects. Bye-bye.